everyone, welcome. We're going to get started in just a few moments. If you want to just get yourself settled, all you need is a mat. If you have your own props and you want to bring those, that's fine. So you can just come into a seated position or into a child's pose and find your breath. Okay, so come into child's pose. Knees come to the width of your mat. Tailbone drops to your heels. Arms extend out in front of you. Let your forehead fall to the floor. And as you extend out through your arms, take a deep breath in. And on your breath out, press your tailbone down. Allow your hips to open. And just start to connect to your breathing here. Connect to your body. Just notice how you feel. How it feels to move your body. And stay with your breath for the next 60 minutes. As much as you can. I'll remind you often. If your mind starts to wander, just come on back. There's no harm in that. It's a practice. So take another deep breath in. Let it go. And then go ahead, set an intention for your practice this evening. Just think about what you want to work on, whether it's physically in your practice or something you want to take off your practice. Find a word or phrase, something with meaning for you. Bring that into your mind, into your heart. And then go ahead, take one more deep breath in. Let it go. From here, come to your tabletop. So fingers spread wide. Shoulders are stacked over your wrist, hips over your knees. And from here, come into your cow pose. So drop your belly, open your chest, lift your heart, lift your gaze, inhale. On your exhale, come into cat pose. So drop your gaze, round your spine. Draw your belly button inward. And keep moving through these two poses. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, looking down. And move with your breath. And listen to your body. So if you have something going on in your wrists, or you want to bring some extra movement into your hips, your side body, feel free to do that. We'll be here for a few breaths, so explore where you are right now. Take one more breath. And then come back to your neutral spine. So we're going to take our right arm, and when I say we, you, I'm going to use my left arm. But take your right arm, reach up to the sky, take a big breath in, breath out. Bring your arm through. Drop your right shoulder to the floor. Take your left arm up to the sky. Drop it to your low back. Just open here. Few breaths. One more inhale. Exhale, come back. Counter stretch, lift the same arm back up. Place it down, switch sides. Inhale your left arm up. Exhale, bring your arm through. Reach your arm up to the sky, drop to your low back. Move your breath here. Take one more inhale. Exhale, return to your tabletop. From here, send your right leg straight back, parallel to the floor. Core is engaged, so draw your navel in toward your spine. Reach your left arm forward. So just finding your balance here. Fingers are spread wide in your hand that's on the floor. As you inhale, lift your left arm and your back leg. On your exhale, bring your elbow to knee. Squeeze. Inhale, stretch out, open up. Exhale, squeeze. One more time, open. Exhale, squeeze. Open out. And release. Take it to the other side, left leg straight back. Engage your core, hip points toward the floor. Right arm forward. Big breath in, lift. Breath out, squeeze. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. Open. Release. All right. From here, go ahead, tuck your toes. Take a deep breath in. Breath out, bring your knees to a hover. Shoulders are stacked over your wrist. And now we're going to move into what looks like a floating child's pose. So your knees stay above the ground. Arms outstretched in front of you. Hip drops to your heels. And then from here, come into a high plank. Reposition yourself if you need to. Shoulders over your wrist. Take a deep breath in. Let it go. Push the ground away. Inhale. Exhale, hips to the sky. Downward facing dog. So we'll be in downward dog a lot. So your first one, it might feel good to pedal your heels, dip your shoulders, stretch your side body. Keep moving your breath. And then you're going to press into the space between your index finger and your thumb. You're still pressing through your pinkies, but really drive the energy inward between your hands. Lengthen through your spine. Let your shoulders relax. Bring your feet together. On your next inhale, lift your right leg up to the sky. Bend your knee and open up here. Drop your right shoulder. Big breath in. Breath out, straighten, release. Switch sides. Left leg up. Bend your knee, open up. Drop your left shoulder. Right heel sinks. Big breath in. Breath out, straighten, release. Walk your feet forward. Come into ragdoll. Opposite hand to opposite elbow. Forward fold. A slight bend in your knees, if that feels good for you. And just let everything drop. Release any tension in the back of your neck or in your shoulders, down your spine, back of your legs. And just use your breath. Every exhale, just imagine your muscles opening up, releasing a little bit further. One more breath here. Breath out, release your hands. Heel to your feet together. And then rise. Sweep your arms to the sky, inhale. Exhale, hands to your heart. Coming to the top of your mat. Sweep your arms up, breathe in. Forward fold, breathe out. Rise halfway, draw your shoulder blades back, flat spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Crown of your head reaches forward. Exhale, fold. One more time, halfway. Draw your navel inward. Exhale, hands to the floor. Step back to your high plank. Now, the first time through, we're just going to stay in our high plank for a few breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out. Take another breath in. Breath out to your downward facing dog. So that's always an option. So I'll guide you through chaturanga on our next round. That's also an option. You don't have to do it. Take a deep inhale. Exhale. So pressing into the space between your hands. Lengthen, lift, inhale. Exhale. One more breath in. Breath out, step or jump to the top of your mat. Move with your breath. Halfway rise. Forward fold. Inhale, come up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway rise. Ground your hands, step back. Move through chaturanga if you like. So shift your weight forward, inhale. Exhale, chaturanga, elbows at 90 degrees. Send your heart forward and up. Inhale. Exhale. Toes roll over, back to your downward facing dog. Breathe. Keep coming back to your breath, back to your intention. Back to your body. Back to your breath, your mat. One more inhale. Exhale. Left leg to the sky, step it forward or jump. Halfway rise. Fold. Come all the way up. Exhale. Come down. Forward fold. Halfway rise. Ground your hands. Step back. Your way to get there. If you want to flow through, you can. If you want to stay in your high plank for a few breaths, just meet us back in downward facing dog. Big inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. Let it go. One more. Breath out. Step or float. With your breath, halfway. Forward fold. Come all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway rise. Ground your hands, step or float your way back. Moving through your vinyasa. Meet in downward facing dog. Take one breath in. Breath out, step or float. Halfway rise. Fold. Chair pose. So, bring your toes near each other, together if you like to touch or not. Your heels are pushing away from each other. That brings the inside arches of your feet off the ground. As you sink into your hips, bring the weight of your body toward your heels. Keep your toes grounded if you can. Navel pulls in and up to your heart. Sink a little deeper. Lift your heart. Extend out through your fingers. Let your shoulders draw back. Find a fixed point to focus your gaze. Stay with your breath. As you steady the breath, calm your mind. Whole body is working here. Sink a little deeper. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, fold. Halfway rise. forward, fold. Sorry. Halfway rise, ground your hands, step back, flow through. Chaturanga to your up dog. Everyone meeting downward facing. Right leg to the sky and step. Come up to your warrior one. So your back heel drops to the floor. Press into the outside edge of your back foot. Your back foot's turned slightly forward, and from that leg, you're sending your left hip forward. As you do that, drop into your front leg, draw your right hip back, belly button in, spine long, heart lifts. Extend your arms up to the sky. Steady your breath, calm your mind. Be in your body, in your practice. Just a little bit deeper. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, hands to the earth. Flow through. From your down dog, left leg up. Exhale, step. Rise, warrior one. So find those same adjustments. Back foot presses into the floor. Right hip forward. Drop into your front leg, left hip back. Core is strong. Stand tall through your heart, even as you drop deeper into your front leg. Take another breath, reach. Breath out, flow. Coming back to your downward facing dog. Take a few deep breaths here. So now we're going to put that together with our breath. So we're not going to hold the poses. We're going to flow through them. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, step or float. With your breath, halfway rise. Exhale, fold. Chair pose, one breath, sink into it. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway rise. Ground your hands, step or float it back. Move with your breath to your downward facing. From your downward facing, inhale, right leg up. Exhale, step it forward. Drop your back foot, rise, warrior one. Inhale. Exhale, hands to the earth. Flow through or step back. Downward facing. Inhale your left leg high. Exhale, step. Breathe in as you rise. Breathe out as you flow through. Making your way back to your downward facing dog. Anytime in your practice, if you need to take a child's pose or get a sip of water, feel free to do that. Take one more deep breath here. Breath out, step or float. Halfway rise. Fold. Chair pose. From here, bring your arms back, airplane arms. Drop your heart toward your knees, sink your hips. Lift your heels. Keep your hips low. Reach your arms forward. Keep your core engaged. Lift your heart. Hips are still low. Big breath in. Breath out, forward fold. Halfway rise. Ground your hands. Step it back. Flow through. From your downward facing, right leg up. Exhale, step. Rise to your warrior one. On your exhale, open to warrior two. So now your right arm is forward, left arm is back. You're extending outward from your heart. Heart is stacked over your hips. Drop into your front leg. Front knee tracks over toward your front pinky toe. Gaze is just beyond your front hand. As you drop in, lift your heart. Strong here. Imagine you're trying to squeeze the mat together. Stay low. Flip your front hand. Revolve your warrior. Inhale. Reach your right arm to the sky. Exhale. Hands to the earth. Step your right foot back. Find your way to your downward facing. And then left side. Left leg up. Exhale. Step. Warrior one. Exhale, open. Breathe. Calm your mind. If you find the pose challenging, breathe deeper. Notice if your back arm is dropping. Send some energy there, some awareness. Front knee tracks out to the left. Stay low, flip your front hand, revolve your warrior, inhale. Exhale, hands to the earth. Step your leg back, flow through. Just breathe. So just like before, we're going to put that all together. Take a couple more breaths here. Remember the intention that you set. Lift a little bit higher. Inhale. Exhale. Step or jump. Stay with your breath now. Halfway rise. Forward fold. Inhale to your chair. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway rise. Ground your hands. Step or float back. Find your way to your down dog. Following your breath. From there, right leg up. Exhale, step. Rise, warrior one. Open to two. Inhale, revolve. Exhale, flow. From your downward dog, left leg up. Exhale, step. Inhale, rise. Exhale, open. Breathe in, revolve. Breathe out, hands to the earth. Step back and flow. Deep breath in. Let it go. Another inhale. Exhale. Take one more deep inhale. Exhale. Inhale to your high plank. Bring your right hand to the center of your mat. Reach your left arm up to the sky. Side plank. So you have the option to drop your right knee. You can come to your forearm. You can lift your back leg. Press your hips high. Reach your top arm forward. Reach back up. Hand to your low back. Look up. Inhale. Exhale. High plank. Bring your right leg to a hover. Inhale, kick back. Exhale, bring your knee to your right tricep. Kick it back. Three-legged dog. Bend your knee, open up. This time, if you want to flip, take your leg over. Right arm comes off the floor. Press into the ground, lift your hips, open, inhale. Exhale, come back. Three-legged dog. Step your right foot forward. Keep your back heel off the ground. Come up to your crescent lunge. Strong here in both legs. Hips hug your center line. As you reach, breathe in. When you breath out, come to your airplane. So you're going to bring your back foot off the ground. Kick your left leg back. Arms reach back. Your left hip is pointed toward the floor. Bring your arms forward, warrior three. Hands to your heart. Dive forward, standing split. So you can bring your hands to the ground. You can keep them at your heart, or you can catch your standing ankle. If you're on the ground and you want to play with handstands, you can take a few hops. Keep your breath moving. Close your hips. Left hip points downward. Lift a little bit higher. Breathe in. Breathe out. Forward fold. So now you're going to have about 2 fist width of space between your feet. Come into your chair pose. From here, hands to your heart. Take a deep breath in. Breath out. Twist to your right. So your right elbow falls onto your left knee. You can keep your hands at your heart here. Sink your hips. Make sure your knees are still even. If you want to, you can split your arms. If you're splitting, left arm is between your legs, right arm to the sky. For a half bind, your top arm falls to your low back. For a full bind, your bottom arm spins inward, goes through and around your left leg. If your hands connect, you can either bring your left leg up for bird of paradise, or you can balance on your left leg, send your right leg back for bound half moon. If you're still on 2 feet, it's okay. Stay with it. Breathe into it. Lift your heart. One more breath. And release to your forward fold. Bring your peace fingers, wrap them around your big toes. On your inhale, bring length into your body. On your exhale, pull yourself into your fold. You can keep your legs straight or take a micro bend in your knees. Whatever feels good for you. One more breath. And release. Come into your deep squat. So heels are grounded. Use your elbows to press open your knees. If this is really intense for you, you can be up a little bit higher or just not do it. That's fine. But stay in your practice. Stay with your breath. If this is really easy for you, sometimes our brain starts to wander. So just keep yourself in check. Stay where you are. From here, if you want to take it into crow, ground your hands. Point your toes toward your arms. And then you're going to climb your knees onto your triceps. From here, you would just balance in your hands. Now you may just start on your tiptoes. If you feel solid there, you can lift one foot. If you still feel good, you can lift both. Continue to lift your heart. Stay with your breath. One more inhale. On your exhale, everybody ground your hands. Shoot your legs back. Find your way to your downward facing dog. Couple more breaths. Next, inhale, high plank. Left hand to the center of your mat. Side plank, your variation. Press your hips to the sky. Reach your top arm forward. Reach back up, hand to your low back. Inhale, look up. Exhale, high plank. Bring your left leg to a hover. Kick it back, inhale. Exhale, squeeze your knee to your left tricep. Kick back, three-legged dog. Bend your knee and open. And if you're going, flip your dog. Wherever you are, three-legged dog or flipped, press your hips to the sky, big breath in, breath out, come back. Three-legged dog, left foot steps forward, back heels off the ground, rise, crescent lunge. Strong in both legs, hips hug your center line. Big breath in, reach high, breath out, airplane. As you kick your right foot back, right hip points toward the floor, heart is reaching forward. Warrior 3, reach your arms forward. Hands to your heart, dive down, standing split. Try to keep your right hip closed, pointing toward the floor. That means your right foot will come down a little bit, most likely. That's fine. Lift from that space. Another inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Bringing the space between your feet again. Come into your chair. Hands to your heart. Breath in. Breath out. Twist to your left. Right elbow onto your left knee. Stay with it. If you want to, split your arms. Half bind, top arm drops. Full bind, bottom arm reaches through. Take it where you want to take it. Stay with your breath. One more inhale. Exhale, release, forward fold. Now you're going to slide your hand all the way under your foot. So you might need to take a deep bend in your knees to get there. Both hands. And then for a moment, press into your palms with your toes. Give yourself a little massage in your hands. And then tug from your shoulders and wrists. Shake out your body. Shake your head. And then just drop in. And then from here, crow or deep squat. Just breathe. Feel the ground beneath you, whether it's through your feet or in your hands. Stay connected. If you've gone into your hands, check your breath, make sure it's still moving. Take one more breath here. And then on your exhale, come into your forward fold. Next inhale, rise. Sweep your arms up to the sky, breathe in. Bring your right knee up to your chest. Kick your right foot straight forward. Bring it back in. Right hand to your knee or to your big toe. Then open your leg out to the right. For balance, it helps to find a fixed point to focus your gaze. Left arm reaches to your left. Bring your leg back to center. Keep it lifted. Switch directions. Left hand catches your right leg. Right arm reaches to the back of your mat. Lift your heart. Breathe in. Come back to center. Leg is still lifted. Reach your arms high. Inhale. Exhale, come into your figure 4. Right ankle crosses onto your left knee. Drop into your hips. Draw your right knee toward the floor as you continue to lift your heart here. If you fall out, that's fine. I fall out all the time. Just keep falling back in. One more breath where you are. And release. Come back to standing. Shake out your legs. Inhale, reach high. Bring your left knee up. Kick your leg straight forward. Draw your knee in. Left hand to your knee or big toe. Open your leg out to the left. Right arm to the right. Drive your standing leg down. Lift your heart. Bring your leg back to center. Trade hands. Twist the other direction. Use your breath. Come back to center. Arms to the sky. Hands to your heart. Figure 4, right. Left ankle crosses onto your right knee. As you drop in, draw your left knee down. Lift your heart. Take one more inhale. Exhale, release. Shake out your legs. Sweep your arms high. Hands to your heart. Close your eyes if you're comfortable doing so. Reconnect to your breathing. Maybe you can feel your heart beating. Calm your mind. Calm your body. Now let your weight shift back and forth from left foot to right foot. Now settle the weight into your left foot. Open your eyes if you like. Bring your right foot above or below your knee, coming into tree. Other options, you can keep your foot low by your ankle and use your foot as a kickstand, or you can bring your right foot into your left hip crease. In this pose, draw your right knee to the back of the room. Take any shape with your arms that you like. You can stay at heart center or reach your arms to the sky. Bring a prayer, hands of prayer behind your back. Keep moving your breath. Calm your mind. One more inhale. Exhale, release. Shake out your legs. Come back to center, hands at your heart. Take a few breaths, and then set up on the other side. Left foot comes above or below your knee. Left knee draws to the back of the room. Drive your standing leg down. Grow tall from that space. One more more breath. And release. Come to the top of your mat. Inhale your arms high. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway rise. Ground your hands. Step back, flow through, or go right to your down dog. Take a big inhale. On your exhale, step or float your way through. Come down to your back. From here, you can take wheel or bridge. If you're taking bridge, you're just sending your hips to the sky. If you're taking wheel, you're going to ground your hands, fingers pointing toward your back, next to your ears. You take a deep breath in. On your breath out, send your hips to the sky. Come into your wheel or into bridge. Move your breath. Open your heart. Another inhale. Exhale, release. Breathe in. Breathe out. Set it up again. We're going to do 3 more of these, counting this one. Take a breath in. Breath out, take it up, bridge or wheel. Open up, inhale. Exhale, release. 2 more. You don't have to do the same thing you picked in the beginning. Go ahead, set yourself up. Take a deep breath in. Breath out, take it up. If you want to lift a leg here, you'll have the opportunity to balance or hand. Keep lifting, inhale. Exhale, release. 1 more. Set it up. Breathe in. Breathe out. Take it up. Balancing out whatever you did on the other side. Inhale. Exhale. Let it go. Bring the soles of your feet together. Let your knees fall open. If this is uncomfortable for you, you can do the opposite and bring your feet to the outside of your mat and let your knees knock together. Bring one hand to your heart, one to your stomach. Just give yourself this moment here to relax, to rest. It's not over yet, but it's over for where we are now. Just taking a few more calming breaths. Let the muscles in your face relax. Bring your knees together. Stand your feet on the ceiling. Toes draw into your body. Imagine you're balancing a tray on your feet. Bring your hands next to your ears. And keeping your legs as straight as you can, lift your shoulders and begin crunching. Move at your pace with your breath. Lift your heart. Don't rip your head off your neck. Drop your right foot, stay with it. 2 inches off the ground. Keep breathing. Switch legs.
bicycle right elbow to your left knee, left to your right. Go with your breath. Go at your pace for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop everything to the floor. Arms out overhead, legs in front of you. Find a full body stretch. Inhale. Exhale, boat. Everything comes up off the ground. Lift your legs, lift your heart. Lower halfway, come back up. Lower halfway, come back up. Lower for 3, 2, 1, release. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, come up. Halfway, back up. Halfway, back up. Lower for 3, 2, 1, release. One more of those. Take a big breath in. Breath out, come up. Halfway, back up. Halfway, back up. Lower for 3, 2, 1, release. So you can send your legs straight up to the sky, keeping your tailbone on the ground for waterfall. If you want to take plow, you're going to roll your legs overhead, toes reach to the floor behind you. I'm going to stay in waterfall. In plow, in waterfall, just hang out here. If you're in plow, begin to set up for shoulder stand. Hands come to your low back as you send your legs straight up to the sky. For a little more support, you can walk your elbows inward toward one another. Keep driving your legs upward. And then from shoulder stand, if that's where you are, drop your knees to your ears. If you're in waterfall, hang out there just a little bit longer. And then go ahead, drop your hands to the floor. Using your hands as brakes, gently come out of the pose. Draw your knees into your chest. Give yourself a big hug. And then as you rock and roll forward and back, build up your momentum. Come to your downward facing dog. From your downward facing dog, right leg to the sky. And then you're going to send your leg forward and drop your shin across your mat. So your shin doesn't have to be parallel with your mat or anything. Focus on your hips being even with one another. From there, lift your heart and then lengthen your spine as you walk your way to the floor or to your forearms. And you're finding that place in your hips where your body is resisting. So the tendency is to drop off to the left or to the right. Go into the place in the middle, between where it feels easy. And then surrender into that space. Just allow yourself this time to cool down. here, make your way back up. Coming back to your downward facing dog. You can pedal out your leg or take any counter stretch that you like. When you're ready, switch sides, left leg up, send your leg forward. Take your time getting into the pose. Connect to your body, still in your practice. Slowly making your way back up. And then you can go back to your down dog if you want the counter stretch. When you are ready, make your way into a seated staff pose. That's just sitting tall with your legs straight out in front of you. From there, toes draw in. Lift your heart, sweep your arms high, inhale. Keep your spine long, reach your heart forward as much as you can. When you can go no further, then come into your fold. If you catch your feet, great. If not, still great. Just be where you are. Breathe into that space. If this is really easy for you, maybe try lifting your heels off the ground. Go ahead, come up. Take seated tree, bring your right foot into your left leg. Turning your upper body toward your extended leg. Arms to the sky. Inhale, keep your spine long. Reach forward, drop in. Come up, switch sides. Right leg out, left leg in. Turn your upper body toward your extended leg, arms to the sky. Heart forward, fold in. Use your breath. Coming up, bring the soles of your feet together. You can either hold onto your feet or you can reach your arms out in front of you. Lift your heart, reach it forward, and then come into your forward. Go ahead, come up. Find your way down to your back. Bring your right knee into your body. With your left hand, hold on to your knee and bring your leg across your body. Right arm extends out to your right. Your head falls out to your right. If it feels good for you, you can lift your left hip and walk it to the right just a little bit to deepen your twist. You can keep your knee bent, or if you have the space, you can extend your leg. Just finding a nice, easy breath. Come back to center, give your leg a hug, release it to the floor, and then switch sides. Left leg in, big hug. Bring your knee across your body. You can walk your right hip to the left. The left arm reaches out, the head falls out away from your leg. Come back to center, give your knee a big hug. And then close off your practice. You can take Happy Baby by catching the arches of your feet, drawing your knees in toward your body, stretching out your legs, rolling around, letting the ground work out any leftover kinks in your back. And when you're ready to let go, release into shavasana. Hands and feet fall to the floor. Just allow your breath to return to its natural rhythm. You've already done all the work, so now it's just letting go. Nothing more to control. If the mind wants to wander, let it. Let your body be heavy onto the earth. Letting go of any tension in your legs, in your hips, your arms, your torso, your head, your jaw, your brow. Just let go. You want to stay in your shavasana. Feel free to stay where you are. Ready to come out, begin to awaken your body, deepen your breath. Move your fingers and toes. Move your arms and legs. Deepen your breath. Take a full body stretch. Bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a big hug. And just fall over to your right. Give yourself a moment here. And from here, make your way to a seated position of your choice. Sitting tall here, sweep your arms to the sky, hands to your heart. Staying rooted, connected to your body. If you like, you can join me with the sound of Om. Breathe in. Bring your thumb knuckles to your forehead center. Thank you for joining me this evening. I hope you have a wonderful evening ahead of you, week ahead of you. Until we meet again, namaste. Thank you, everyone. Again, I'm not sure if I mentioned my name in the beginning. I'm BJ, and I'm with Earth Treks in Hampden. Stay up to date with our Facebook page for any more classes. And that is it. Thank you.